So, my name is Birgitte Brydsö, and I work for HPC2N. And Pedro is here as well to help you. And he is also from HPC2N. And we are giving this course under NAISS. And it is the Introduction to Linux. And I'm going to start out by asking if the text is large enough, and if you can see my screen and things like this.
It's fine.
Okay, that's good. Thank you. So, first, the content of the workshop. There are some materials about Linux at the various Swedish HPC centers. You can find those here. There are more at some of the other centers. We will get those added over time. There's also documentation from Software Carpentry. And, well, there's this documentation. And the prerequisites. Well, you need access to a Linux system. I'm going to assume you have that now. You will either use your own computer or you can use any other computer as long as it's running Linux and you have access to it. That includes if you have access to any supercomputing centers because they all run Linux. And the course project will be on Tetralit. And I believe everyone who needed it should now have access there. And if you need Tetralit, there is a Get Started guide, which I'm assuming you have already looked at, or because there were some links in the email. So this course will give you a short introduction to the Linux operating system. And we'll talk about what is Linux, why should I use it, and you will learn something about the command line interface and how to navigate the file system. There are some commands that are very useful, like ls, mkdir, cd, rm, copy, move, redirection, pipes, and things like this. We will also look quickly at editors on the Linux system and at pipes and sorting, filters, patterns, and a quick look at scripting. There will be minimal data handling. It will mainly be a little bit about how to compress files or uncompress files. And there will be a few hints and tricks. And it will be lectures, it will be type-alongs, and there are also a few exercises. And this is the second time we are doing this course, and we are developing it. It's changing. So it's going to be given something similar to this once every 3 months under NAISS. But it will definitely change. Some things will go away. It will be about this length, but we're still trying to find out what should be here and what should not. So there will be several intro courses under NAISS. And in any case, there is an evaluation survey we would very much like you to fill in so that we can improve this course. So, as I said, there is a course project for Tetralit for those who don't have Linux access otherwise. And yeah, if you log in the first time on Tetralit, it looks something like this. You will have seen that regardless of what center you logged in the first time. And it is simply, you get a chance to see a fingerprint to see if it is the correct host. And I mean, usually it's fine if you're sure you have typed the right address and things. So you just agree to it. But there's one thing to pay attention to, and that is when you have entered your username and password, it will ask for a verification code. And that is the case on most of the centers in Sweden. You need two-factor authentication. And there was an explanation of how to set it up here for Tetralit. You will probably not need it for this course because it's only used when you're submitting jobs, but this is the project ID for those who are using Tetralit. And there is project storage where you can place it if you are there. But otherwise, use the system you are on. So there is an important info page for the course. It has various info that I think is mostly the same that I emailed to you. And there is a Q&A page, which is important. And you can write questions there, and then or while I'm talking, Pedro, will take a look at it and see if there are questions to answer there. And the good thing about that is also that you can go back and look at it later because it's not going away. So if maybe your colleagues ask good questions also, then there will be some answers there as well. Okay, so this is the schedule. We have just done the welcome, and this is the syllabus. And then I will move to an introduction to Linux, a motivation to how to use it. We'll go to the command line, the file system, look at the pipes and filters. There will be a short break. Then editors, patterns and scripting, the data handling, hints and tricks for summary and end of course. So now it's time for you to prepare your environment so that you will be able to type along when there is something to do so. And I will just go through this and then you can maybe get that done while I talk about the motivation for Linux. But if you're using Tetralit, log into it. If you're using another system, log into that. If you're on your own computer, then I'm guessing you're already on it. If you're on Tetralit, you can use the project storage. You probably will have enough space in the home directory there as well, so you don't need to do that. In any case, when you get there, you should download the exercises. And I am going to now log in to Tetralit. This. And I need my phone because I need a verification code. Like this. And then I log in here and you can see it outputs some things here. Many centers have message of the day, which could be, for instance, important messages about the system. At NSC, they tell you what your storage directories are and where you can get help and things like this, useful commands. In any way, we are now logged into Tetralit, or I am. And now it's time to download the exercises. And you can also go to the working directory, and I am going to switch to the working directory. And there is one home directory, and there is also a project storage directory created for you on Tetralit. So now I'm in that, and you can see I have nothing there. And I'm going to download the exercises. To do so, I'm copying this line here. Like this. And I will do ls just to show you what is in the directory. I'm talking more about ls in a moment. But you can see I got this file exercises.tar.gz. This contains the exercises for this course, and it is what is called a tarball, and it is also compressed with gzip. So let us just extract the exercises. Like that. And now I got a directory called exercises, and I will go into that. And inside that, there are other directories. And I will talk much more about how to use CD and LS in a little while. But